The Atlas Post. Well, the House passes a bill to cancel $10,000 in private student loans for every borrower, according to Forbes. This just happened to pass. Well, let's say this happened to pass the House on July 21st, yesterday. We've been getting a lot of questions, and we would love to be able to answer all of them. But if you want to hop to the front of the line to get your questions answered most expeditiously, please donate to help keep us on YouTube at either Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. And now for the tidbits when it comes to student loans. Oh, also, if you are watching this and you saw the title, you're either thinking this is going to benefit you or a friend. So please listen, share it, like it, all the above, and subscribe. Okay, now let's get back to this about the student loan forgiveness. Well, Representative Madeline Dean from Pennsylvania has introduced legislation to cancel private student loan debt in response to the coronavirus pandemic and economic recession. I do want to note one thing regarding this Forbes article is this article is updated, which means it was alive before, and so they updated information to make it more accurate with whatever's going on in the news. So it was originally addressed as an amendment to the latest reauthorization of the National Defense Authorization Act, and her proposal would provide for $10,000 in private student loan forgiveness for every borrower. And I love that it's for every borrower. I wonder if you have to have student loans too to get this. I would presume so. Anyway, it says we can't ignore private student loan borrowers that are suffering because this is what she said in a tweet. My amendment currently being debated on the floor would provide up to $10,000 in immediate relief to the roughly 4.5 million private student loan borrowers. This amendment is good for businesses, borrowers, and our economy. Private student loans become borrowers were left out of the CARES Act student loan provisions. Republicans, of course, blasted Dean's proposal and accused her of trying to socialize all student debt. Imagine that. So her amendment is just the latest Democratic proposal to cancel the student loan process in response, or the amount due to the coronavirus pandemic. Because even on her own website, where she talks about the House adopts Representative Dean's amendment to NDAA, providing a relief to billions of private student loan borrowers. So here's the staggering statistic: is that COVID-19, it says, has only exacerbated this problem. Prior to the pandemic, 1 in 7 student loan borrowers were more than 90 days delinquent. That's a lot. 90 days delinquent for 1 out of 7. So the amendment would require private student loan services to modify the loan to lower the monthly payments, or by amortizing the loan and or lowering the interest rate when borrower payments resume. But when they resume, it would also rectify the inequality created for private student loan borrowers, and the amendment addresses the disproportionate impact on veterans who take out an average of $8,000 in private student loan debt to attend a for-profit school each year, and for the estimated 200,000 service members who collectively own billions in student loan debt. Here's another interesting aspect. It says, and for the estimated 200,000 service members who collectively own billions in student loan debt. I mean, me like you, I'm sure you've seen all those commercials late at night where they're sitting there talking about their student loans. Yes, this is an article. Actually, this right here is from her website. So I would presume that you get really good data for that. So this is, like we said, the latest Democratic proposal to cancel student loan debt in response to the coronavirus pandemic. There's also Representative Presley, who called for $30,000 in across-the-board student debt cancellation to address the economic crisis and long-term racial injustices. And they're saying that the average borrower has $30,000 worth of student loan debt that would jumpstart the economy if you canceled it. Wow. Anyway, there's much more to go, and we do have another one. This one is, well, actually, this one was about canceling student loan debt. I think our other one is just slightly different, but it does have to do with student loan debt. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. The amendment would also require private student loan services to modify the loan to lower the monthly payment by re-amortizing the loan and or lowering the interest rate when borrow payments resume. This sounds like refinancing your house, like a mortgage, but you're doing it instead with loans. So it also rectifies the inequality created for private student loan borrowers. And the amendment addresses the disproportionate impact on veterans who take out an average of $8,000 in private student loan debt to attend for-profit school. And for the estimated 200,000 service members who collectively owe billions in student loan aid. I thought they always made it so easy. Join the Army and then they help pay for your school. Well, I guess you're getting loans at the same time. I'm Joy Atlas, and I've been creating videos to update and help you get loans, unemployment, just keep you informed on all of the stimulus information. And, we've been working behind the scenes. In fact, we've been working so hard. My fellow producer, she got in a car accident earlier. We're still pretty much under stay-at-home orders, although not officially. I feel like we're going to get back to stay-at-home orders here in Southern California. But it's just kind of crazy. People are getting so crazy here. But, we are working away just to make this happen. And, well, help us make it happen for you. We'd love some coffee to help keep me up late at night and keep us working. And you can help with a cup of coffee or catch me up on Patreon for the Atlas Post, because you do know we get lots of questions. And to get you to the front of the line, yes, let's get you to the front of the line to get your questions answered by contributing to help us stay here, whether on Patreon or at Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. And of course, details are in the video description. Anyway, thank you for joining us and sharing our videos, liking them, making comments, and checking out our playlist, and subscribing for the latest updates. And yes, we do hope this helps you. Tap into your needs with the Atlas Post. Have a joyful day.